Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Paddy from across the Shuck, and you are very welcome back to the channel. And first of all, I'd just like to say my toothache has subsided, so I'm feeling much better today than I had been. That went on for nearly a week with a toothache, and it wasn't a pleasant thing. So thankfully that's over. Let's put it behind us now. Let's forget it and move on. We're going to talk about ENZO knives, I should say. And this is a company based in Finland. I haven't done any research yet, but I remember Slick Slicers years ago. He used to swear in these knives, and at the time they weren't really my thing, but they are now. I've got two of them. This is the second one I got today in this box, and I think the box is just super. It says ENZO Knives Finland, and then a knife of the highest quality from father to son. I think that is really man stuff. That really is, I think it's lovely. It comes in a lovely little pull-out box. I'm sure there was something else in it. When it must be a fair age, but it just tells you a little bit about ENZO knives. Lovely, clean, simple little box. Really enjoy it. So the box is gone. Now, I'm going to show you the first one I've got. I've got two of them. I got this one a little while ago, and this is, I believe this is the PK70, but now it's had new scales put on it. This is partridge wood, and it is beautiful. It's a brown black. You can, if I see, there you are. You can see it has nice figuration in it, although it doesn't stand out too much. But I think it's a hardwood. It's a really lovely shaped handle, beautifully shaped, fat, thick, beautiful. But yet, this only is 3.4 in weight. So I mean that's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I'm just going to give you a wee size not a comparison. I'm going to show you what size it is. Full stop. So we have let me just get this back here. It's about 6.5 inches roughly long, and it has a blade of, let me see, a blade of just under 3 inches. So it's UK legal to carry, which is nice. It's non-locking, but it's got a Scandi grind. Now here you say a Scandi grind, non-locking. That's a wood knife. Yeah, it is. And to me, this is the perfect whittler. I mean, that is a thick hand. If you're going to sit and whittle for any length of time, you don't want a skinny knife. You want something that's big, beef, fatty. I'm not going to be doing hard use in this. This is not tree cutting down. It's maybe just whittling a bit of stick. And yes, it's a slip joint, but as long as you use it properly, it's exactly as safe as everything else. If you're using the knife in its, intended means, there's no worries. You have no worry whatsoever. I touched the edge up on this. It wasn't completely sharp when I got it. There's a few scratches on it. Funny, me and Justin were talking about this. This is a knife you're going to use. I mean, you don't have, a wood carving knife and not use it. That's what I bought this for. And this is going to be going on our the Outside Broadcasting Corporation, that we will be going out hopefully sometime in the next week or two. And I'm taking this with me, and I'm going to do a bit of whittling, and I'm going to use this knife for most of it. So I loved this when it came. It's beautifully made, I'll have to say. I don't know who done the rescale on it, but oh, it is beautiful. And this is the ENZO PK70, I believe. The next one, because it didn't say it in the box, so I just went and had a quick look on YouTube. The next one is this boy. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I believe that's like Spyderco. I believe that's a carbon fiber, a thin piece of carbon fiber put on top of G10. Again, I might be wrong, but it just looks exactly like that sort of stuff. There's a lovely feeling. It's not smooth. It's slightly knobbly, but it just looks beautiful. It is not just plain carbon fiber. It's real carbon fiber because the movement in it is genuine. Now, this comes with a pocket clip, and it's this pocket clip here. And I like that sort of pocket clip, but this is just plonked straight down on top, and it's too high. If you're going to use this knife for any length of time, that's going to get on my nerves. So I took it off. Pocket clip no more. Just drop it straight in the pocket or put it in a slip. But to me, this carbon fiber, this type of a knife, it's like a gentleman's carry, but it's a gentleman's carry I'm going to use. you know, because it's not a widely expensive knife when you're buying them second hand. Oh, look at that. A full flat grind. Now, I think this is the ENZO 75. It might even be called the ENZO Burke 75 because this is a locking knife and it's a liner lock. And look at that mating up there, the liner lock. It is fully engaged. Just perfect. So it's that, and it has no half stop, but it has that beautiful, smooth, absolutely smooth. This is not a knife you're going to shut. I mean, you could stand there for days trying to get that shot, but mechanically, just look at that. It is beautiful, and you ain't shaking that out either. No, it's not coming out. Really secure knife to put into your pocket. You can feel quite comfortable. Thumb studs on both sides, so once you take that clip off, because there's a place there and none on the other side. So take the clip off if you're left-handed. Perfect knife. It flicks out beautifully. Lovely knife. And look at the grind on that. Isn't that a beautifully straight up and down grind? I love it when you see that. It came really, really sharp. And this again, both of them have S30V on it, which, fantastic. I mean, to me, that's all I would ever need. If all the knives in my boxes were S30V, I'd be more than happy. More than happy. It's a super steel that's just easy to sharpen, easy to maintain, doesn't rust too easily. Just everything about it is fine. You know, it's the poor man's Magna Cut. It does everything pretty good. And it does some things, like the edge retention is nice on S30V. I really like it. And it strops easily. So it's got a lot of benefits that I like. But with that clip off, oh my goodness, in hand. And now this is a locking knife, so you can bear down and put a lot of pressure on it. But in hand, look at that handle. It is so comfortable. I can just grab my hand. I don't have to think where my fingers are going. As soon as I grab the handle with my full fist, it is in there and it is solid. There is no movement. I'll have to say in either of them, they are rock solid. Now, I think years ago when these came out, they were about 150 to 170, I think, which was a lot of money. These were a high-end knife, and it still is today. It might be a little bit old, but you know me. I'd rather buy an older knife, with the quality and, than buy a brand new second-hand Civivi that looks like every other knife out there. Now, this is just my opinion. Please don't get offended if you like Civivis. I like them as well. It's just there's too many of them. My wee brain can't take it all in. This, my wee brain can take in. So, what are they like side by side? Well, there you go. The number 70 is smaller than the 75, if that's what we're going to call them. And I'm hoping Slick's going to pop in and he'll sort it out for me. I know this is the 70, and this, I believe, is the ENZO Burke 75. So please, Slick, if you know, put it down below and I'll pin it to the top of the page, or anybody else for that matter who would know. So there's Finland covered. I've got two knives from Finland now. I'm very happy to have them too. But what it has done, it's this ENZO thing. I might be looking for ENZOs because the quality of the fit and finish in these knives, I'll just give you a quick trip around it. The quality of the fit and finish, the mating, I know this was put on afterwards, but look how stocky that blade is. I'm going to bring that out so you can see it. I just think it is perfect. You've got a great point for piercing things, but it's stocky. You can literally do it. You can give it a good twist. I know you're not supposed to, but I'm going to do that anyway. But it's beautiful, beautiful looking knife. I really, really love that in hand. And this for a gentleman's carry. This is a non-threatening Sunday knife. I know that I've got them right up close and they look big, but the blade's under 3 inches, only 6.5 inches long. This is not a threatening knife. And the thing I really like is here. I don't need to sneak up there. This is a lock-in knife. So I've got so much room, so much comfort. I mean, I'll do most of my cutting this way or like this with this knife. But it is just, I can get full grip. And if I wanted to weld a big bit of wood or something, that would just do the job. Really would. Much thinner tip on it, but not needle-like. So there is room for work, there is room to do it. And I love this mechanical sort of action to it. It is just beautiful. So let's put them down together and you can see the blades. I'll bring the blades up together. There we go. The blades are about exactly the same size. They are, I think, that one's a wee bit thicker, I think, than the other one. And it looks a bit thicker. It does to me anyway. Um, I'm putting that down there. That blade, you can see, is actually a little bit shorter, isn't it? Yeah, it is a little bit shorter. We get the back of them. Yeah, it is the cutting edge though. The cutting edge, just a little bit shorter, but two beautiful knives. This one's not UK legal, but when I go camping or when I do anything like that, this would actually be a nice little kitchen knife. It's a full flat ground. You can use it for jobs around the camp, but also for slicing up your vegetables, your spuds, peeling your pods, doing anything like that. Would be a super knife for that. Got really, really pleased with these two. I can't wait to. I already know this one's going to be super because it's just got that slicing ability. So perfect. I can't wait to take this one out and do a bit of whittling at the camp with Justin, and we'll have a go at it and see what it does. Size comparison. Let me just put these up here, and there's a bug out. So I'm going to look down. The bug out is, I would say, probably nearly. It's a ½ inch bigger. The bug out is a ½ inch bigger, and you've got a little bit more cutting edge, but it's in that range. It is definitely not in the range of my newest knife that my little grandson brought me back from America. His submarine was out in America. He's in the Royal Navy, and he brought me back this. I just and he had no idea that bringing it back in was illegal or anything because it's an assisted knife, so they're illegal here. But I was so happy that he actually thought of me out in America and brought this knife back. It's huge, absolutely. This is definitely the gas station knife, the Slurpee fighter. But to be honest, it's solid. It doesn't move. It just says China on the back of it. It doesn't even say what steel it is. It says stainless steel. But it's a good strong spring on it, and it pops out lovely. And this is going to go nowhere at all. And it's funny, my son went to Italy, and I said, go to a wee hardware store and get me a nice, sort of Italian type knife. I don't know where it is now. Where have I put it? Oh, there it is. And I'm just going to move these out of the way because it's just a wee bit of fun and a wee bit of, and this is a knife he brought me back from Italy. Isn't that lovely? Look at that wood. And it's the old Buck 55 rip-off, but look at the size of it compared to it's just massive. So they're the sort of knives that mean more than most things. At money, the value is nothing. It's that somebody thought of you and bought it for you. And two lads away having holidays, that's over the moon. I'm chuffed. So I thank him very, very much for that, and my son Stuart for this one. Two cracking little knives that are always going to be used in the future now. What I did get from my little grandson is, I got this. I got the nicest baseball cap I've ever got. This was the name of the submarine. But it is a super, what is it called? Flexi core. It is the nicest, stretchy sort of lovely, and it's got the back of it there. It has HM submarines. So he brought me that as well. So that's what they actually wear on the ship, or on the boat, I should say. It's a submarine. So I got waylaid again, didn't I? But yeah, I've had my 2 weeks away. I had a couple of nice wee presents. Everything's just rosy in my little world. So there we go. Take care, everybody. I'm away. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you very shortly for another wee video. Take care now. Bye-bye.